Welcome to the broadcast. Everybody hit the number one button and let me know you are putting yourselves first, fellas. That's the first thing we want to get in there, man. Put yourselves first. Somebody type number one in the chat room, man. Somebody type passport bros in the chat room. Somebody type passport kings in the chat room. We back on that tonight. Big shout out to Jamal Smith. Salute to the Blizzard King, the Ice Lords, and the followers of the Cold Shoulder. Woo! That's what we need, man. We need to call this the Book of the Cold Shoulder. When Deacon Salty Balls comes up with these wonderful sayings and whatnot from the verse, it's the Book of Cold Shoulder. That's what it is. Praise Moses. Oh, man, from the Book of the Cold Shoulder, man, where is Deacon? I hope we get Deacon Salty Balls in here tonight. The good Deacon always comes up with the best prayers, but that's what we're going to call it. Shout out to Jamal Smith, the Book of the Cold Shoulder. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. The Blizzard King version. Instead of the King James version, the Blizzard King version. Well, y'all can already see what type of night it's going to be. I'm going to tell you that now. We're going to have a blast. I'm getting back to my glory. Mercer Panama, thank you so much for the super sticker. John Thomas, thank you so much. Say, good evening, Dennis. I support all you. I support all who want to find a foreign spouse, but you must vet the person carefully to make sure it's not a scammer. Ain't that the truth? Shout out to Cody Marshall. Pedro wants to run away. Pedro is trying to get up out of there, baby. He realized very early on this is a problem. But anyway, who else we got up in? Let's talk to all the fellas who are up in here tonight. Jamal Smith, Broken Blade. Joan the Panay Tiger. Shout out to you. Mercer Panama. Who else we got up in here, man? Let's see. We got all my Wrench Mob guys up in here, all my members. Mr. 43TX, thank you so much. I appreciate having you here. Always good to see you up in here, family. Who else? I think I gave a shout out to Broken Blade already. Somebody type already in the chat room. John Thomas, always good to see you up in here, man. Shout out, man. You know, if you join the membership, man, I'm going to give you a shout out, baby. I'm going to talk to you. Membership has privileges. Shout out to Arrowhead. Thank you so much. Always good to see you up in here. Simple Shit TV, good to see you in here, brother. Can't wait to talk about this. Solo Dolo, my man, Essential Entities, man, long-time supporter. Big shout out to him. Thank you so much for your years of support, Essential Entities. I appreciate you. So anyway, fellas, before we get started, make sure you tune in to Co-Parenting with the Spurlings on Thursday, okay? So now Thursday's coming up. It's going to be Thursday, July 13th at 7 a.m. right here. We had a great turnout. A little bit about co-parenting with the Spurlings. It's me. You get to see me in my home life. You get to see me hanging out with my kids. You get to see me doing what I do as a father, you know, not just the person that you see prosecuting the adversaries of Black American men in the court of public opinion, because that's really what I'm doing. And I've actually become a master of prosecuting people in the court of public opinion. Those of you who are here a year and some change ago, you saw me defend Kevin Samuel's reputation against everybody who ran up for about 2 weeks straight. And what do we get out of it? You see, you know, people, they had to change the narrative. Instead of painting him as a Black woman hater, now they realize, oh my God, he actually loved Black women. He wanted to see them do well. Isn't that something? It's surprising what one thoughtful, strategic, motivated man can do. You know what I mean? And so I'm glad God put me in the cut to defend my friend's reputation at his time of need, and especially since, you know, his family really appreciates that, and that helps me because now it allows that brother's spirit to rest in peace. So big shout out to Kevin Sanders, rest in peace. But yeah, man, I've become really good at that, man. But tonight, like I said, we're gonna have a whole different kind of conversation. We're gonna talk about these passport broads. Somebody type passport broads in the chat room. Somebody type passport broads in the chat room. Somebody type passport broads in the chat room, man. That's what I want y'all to do, man. So here's the thing, man. I've been watching this series where they got these Black American women going to places like the Dominican Republic, trying to do the same thing that black men are doing with the passport bro thing. And they have not been doing very well at it. And so basically what we're going to do is, man, we're going to take a little time. We're going to analyze the video that you all saw come up at the beginning. And I'm going to give you a little background before we get to the full analysis of the video. But in the meantime, y'all know what you got to do. But I got a little special break for you guys, man, coming up at the halftime, man. But in the meantime, man, y'all make sure y'all do what you got to do. I'm going to let these bongo drums play. And in the meantime, subscribe to the channel. Do it right now. Welcome back to the broadcast. Big shout out to everybody. Let me see what we got up in here, man. Big shout out to my man Wrench Turner. He said money on the wood make the gambling good. Brandon Jackson, he said shout out to you, sir. Thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate that. Solo Dolo, thank you for the $5 super chat. Essential entities, peace and blessings to the family. Salute Dennis Spurling, absolute truth, 100%. All praises to the Most High. Solo Dolo. So without further ado, let's go ahead and analyze this footage, okay? Let's just go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Let's ride it on back. So let's take a look. Bam. Okay. So this gentleman right here, who you see, he's a Dominican national.
It's been a couple of months.
Now look, I want you to take a look at that. By all metrics, that's a fine woman. And at the time, she was about 29 years old. Okay, she's 29. I believe she's 31 now, or 32, and he's 32 now because this footage is a little old. But apparently this just aired recently, something like that. I don't know. You know, I don't keep up with all that kind of stuff, but it is definitely something we need to analyze. And in light of the passport bros and these lovely ladies thinking they can do what we do, and as far as they've come is getting broke off in Jamaica, but nevertheless, this is a fine chick. Shout out to my man, Reverend Kevin Powell. Thank you so much. And Logic Before Motion. Peace, Unc. These modern hoes is going to just have to phase out by default. Hopefully it will be better for our grandkids. Yeah, I hope so, man. This is terrible what's going on right now. I tell my boys all the time, man, I feel sorry for you cats, but I also take them on trips overseas. Look, if y'all I hadn't mentioned this in a while, but if you hadn't gone to my page and purchased a t-shirt, y'all make sure y'all do that, man. Go over there and buy you some of these t-shirts that I spent time, that I have spent time putting together, man. Like this shirt you see at the top right here that says that says passport's always an option. Get your hat, get your cap, get it all in, man. Make sure you do that real quick. But nevertheless, what we're looking at is this young woman. Her name is Chantel Everett. She's from Atlanta. She is a Black American woman. And her husband at the time His name is Pedro Jimeno. He's about a year younger than her. So let's kind of begin to break down the footage, break down the film. I'm going to give you the play-by-play, and we'll talk about it. Bam.
And there's been a few changes in our life. We bought a house.
Now, I want you to pay close attention to the body language. Of course, this is staged. So what you see is you're going to see them, some of the producers, okay, y'all sit real close to each other like y'all close. Okay, but I want you to just look at the body language, look at the direction. Shout out to Benzerolite 1. Okay, examine the body language.
We bought a house. We have our own house, little nets.
Our own little nest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of us. I mean, look at us, baby. We have our
Look at her and look at him.
first house.
Yeah.
Our first house. Right?
2 seconds later.
Can do this no more.
Pedro really took interest in the whole process.
So a little while later, he like, I'm ready to get a divorce. Okay.
Rebecca, my agent, she was very inspired for me, telling me like, hey, yo, you know.
Look at how she's holding her smile. She's not looking at him when he speaks. She's just dealing with it. It's damn near embarrassing to her to have this dude that barely speaks English. Okay. You got a woman from Atlanta. Yeah, she black. Somebody trying to figure out if she black. Yeah, she black. She Atlanta black. Let's keep listening.
You can be.
I mean, me being a new entry-level nurse.
Me being a new entry level. Look, you hear what she said? Hold up. Look how she put herself up. I want you to hear that again.
Rebecca, my agent, she was very inspired for me, telling me like, hey, yo, you know, you can be.
I mean, me being a new entry-level nurse and Pedro being an immigrant.
And Pedro being an immigrant. You see that? The disrespect has started already, man. I'll keep listening.
And Pedro being an immigrant.
Me and my team.
He looked like somebody hit him in the stomach.
Antonella, we started both at the same time in the office.
Remember when you were like, more leads, please?
Now I want you to peep the office out. He's surrounded by white women. Okay, he's surrounded by white women in that office. He's got a black wife and he's Latino. Mind you, keep in mind that we have already talked about the culture of blanqueamiento in the Latin American culture, and that is called whitening of the race. So there's already a color spectrum. There's already a desire, or how do we, light skin, dark skin. There's always that going on, right? And so now this little fella's in hog heaven. Somebody type hog, he's surrounded by white women. Oh, let's keep listening. Boy, it's all gonna play out in the end. Keep listening. Look at the laugh. That is a genuine laugh. He ain't laughed like that around his wife. Keep listening.
Want to be late in the office, learning, working hard. Stop the
You're killing it, one after another.
Look at his smile when he with the old girl. He got the lean on. He feeling masculine and manly with the little white girl. Keep listening.
I want to grow up. One day I want to go on my own brokerage, my own business,
Stop the cap.
You want to be partner? Let's go.
I felt.
Look at how happy he is with that white woman. Somebody type white woman in the chat room. Somebody type white woman in the chat room.
Pedro pulling away from me before he got his new job, but since he's gotten his new job, like the affection had just really stopped altogether.
Since he got his new job with all them white women, his affection towards the Latino man, his affection towards his black wife has faded. All right, so basically that's kind of like this. Look, he see the difference. He's seen the light. And look, I tell you brothers all the time, man, get you a black wife, get you a woman of African descent. But yeah, man, let's keep listening.
Together.
Since when did you stop respecting me?
Hey.
You treat me like I'm stupid.
Yeah?
You treat me like I'm annoying.
Yeah, you are nice sometimes.
He said, yeah, you are annoying. Yeah, you are annoying. Look at him standing over there with his arms folded with the little earpiece in the ear. Look at that. Like he can't wait to leave. Look at that. Look at my man.
Pedro, you
What?
don't love
You
me.
know,
You don't.
Look how she all in his face like that, man. Look at how she got the neck outstretched. It's nothing feminine. This is two dudes arguing with each other, man.
Don't.
You know,
You don't. Just say it. You don't.
Look how she walked up on him. She got it all in his face. This should be triggering. Somebody type triggered in the chat room. Some of you black dudes are triggered right now. Keep listening.
Tell me that you do love me. Why
She
don't you
yelling loud and talking loud and
tell me how you really feel?
all up in his face. He barely speaking English, right? So he can't win no arguments.
yeah.
How about
Yeah.
coming home with other woman's name strapped to your keys? Like some woman taped her name to your keys.
Oh, that is
Look at his eye. Look at my boy. He like, man, you got a private investigator. You live with a private investigator. Pedro didn't know. Somebody shout out Pedro didn't know in the chat room, man.
Something unusual and
I know-
highly suspect. That is something
Look. She loud talking. She got that neck up, loud talking and everything.
unusual and highly
what
suspect.
this-
Right now, he doesn't communicate with me.
You're just leaving it to my
Look how he start leaning over a little bit, man. Look at my man leaning over a little bit. Like okay, so great apes. The way you show submission is you lean over and you show your neck. You ever seen when them great apes they lean down like that? This is part of well, I know y'all ain't ready for that. But see that? He leaning over. Look at him. Keep listening.
imagination to run wild, Pedro.
If you want, I can give you a ride.
yeah, I would love to.
You don't need to get Uber. I know
You can't even turn on the light for me in the morning.
you got two hands. You can do it because you
You're lazy.
lazy.
When did I get
You got two hands, you can do it. You're lazy. He already telling this bro she probably is lazy. You see, compared to the women he used to, the women who would get up in the morning and cook and clean when he was a young boy, his mother, his sister, they would cook and clean and bring him food. You see what I'm saying? Have his food ready for him. She is lazy. But, you know, he was the one to decide to marry this American woman. Where all the foreign dudes at? Where you foreign dudes at? Now you see what we dealing with. Fellas, I want you to type this in the chat room. It's not us, it's them. It's not us, it's them. Keep listening.
to the point where my husband comes home at 3 a.m. and I don't know where he's been? Is it because you got your visa, you got your money, you got everything?
It's because you got the visa, because you got the money, you got everything. Yes, that's what it is. You got there looking him over there looking sideways like he don't know what she's talking about. Come on, player. You know what's going on.
Why tell me they've been using her for papers all the time? That's a low blow.
It's a low blow, but it's a good blow, baby. You know it's true. You know what I'm talking about, okay? You know what you're saying is true, papi. You know what I'm saying? You used her for the visa. You got a visa. You told your mother and everybody, I'm going to get the visa. And once I get that, I'll get a job. I get everybody moving to the house. You know what I mean?
Oh, think whatever you want, okay?
Okay, and who's
He didn't deny it, though. Did he deny it? He said it's a low blow, but he didn't deny it, did he? He did not.
whose is this? It's not mine.
When I ask you where you're going,
He bringing like little sparkly cups home from the white girls at the job. White girls done got off in his head and started talking to him. You know, Pedro, you can do better than that. Oh my God, you like black girls? Is she loud? Oh my God, she's so loud. Oh my God. Isn't she like older than you, Pedro? Oh my God. Oh my God. She's so aggressive. Oh my God. Hmm?
you're telling me it's none of my business and you're coming home drunk.
Oh, trust me. That's it.
Are you cheating on
Look, you telling me I'm coming home and it's not you coming home drunk. That's part of what men do in the DR. They don't answer to women like that.
me?
Okay, you're right.
You're right.
I don't want to fight.
If
Look. He said, "Are you cheating on me?" You're right. I don't want to fight. He quit. He don't care. He bringing home cups and shit with other women name on his tag, all that sort of stuff. Man, he don't care no more, man. He got his visa. Here come the friend.
He's hanging out with these friends at work. You hang out with these friends at work. Oh, great, baby, you're at the mall. Which one? Pulling up.
But I might
See, your friends, I want you ladies to understand, your friends set you up for failure. They like the drama. Okay? They said they got all this stuff they got going on in their own life and stuff they wish they would do, but they're not gonna do that. You think this white girl is gonna run up on her husband when he's hanging out with his friends, having a beer? No, she not. But she's setting old girl up for failure. You see what I mean? That's what's happening right now.
I have to put some people in their place.
Which one? Pulling up. I'm gonna beat his ass.
And so I think, I don't know if this is like a Latina chick right now. So she's consulting, the black girl is consulting the Latina chick for how she should deal with this Hispanic man. That's what it looks like to me. Cause if it was a black dude, she'd have been all over him. Like, she'd have jumped on him and, the whole sisterhood would have showed up. But she, this is a little different because the culture's a little different. But yeah, she like, all right. So we'll see what happens. My man, look at my man. He looking at that. He having a good time. He's surrounded by blondes, all them white girls. Look at him, happy. He is happy as a runaway slave that made it to Canada. Look at my man. He just is happy and drinking he got his pinky up and everything, man. And here comes, guess who walks in?
Hi.
Hi.
What?
Everybody got quiet. Look at his face. Look at my man's face,
I
man.
mean, look at us, baby.
Oh, we lost.
have-
Hold on. Look at my man's face, man. It just went bad. Let me see if I can.
You don't know them?
Look.
All of them.
But I'm here.
Look what she say.
These friends at work. You hang out with these friends at work. Oh, great, baby. You're at the mall. Which one? Pulling up.
But I might
Look
have
up.
to put some people in their place.
Which one? Pulling up. I'm gonna beat his ass.
See that? See that? Look at my eye.
Hi.
Here she come, eyelashes. All the white girls like, yeah.
Can you give me an introduction
You
to
know
your
all of them.
friends? But I'm here to get to know your friends.
No, you
a little.
know all of them.
You know all of them. Why are you here? Look at the eyelashes, though. Look at the eyelashes, man. Keep listening.
Those are the people that you've been talking. Those are the people. You don't know them?
When the Dominican person goes, that's like when the Jamaican person goes, it's the same thing. Somebody type in the chat room.
It's like you with your friends, and then it's like you towards
You
me.
make me feel like cheater. Like
Because you make me feel like you are,
your
and that's
I mean, all this public confrontation. Isn't this what black women do? They show up at your job. They do all sorts of stuff like this. You see what I mean? This is what they do. They remember that movie, was it with with I forget the name, man. It wasn't how Stella Got Her Groove Back. It was the other one when she burnt up old boy's car. Remember that? I forget what that's called, man. Yeah, public embarrassment is what's going on. But black women love to do that.
why I don't trust you, Pedro.
Okay, no trust.
All this, I don't trust you, all in public. How embarrassing. You just emasculating it. You come in there with a pound of makeup on your face, eyelashes that look like they can bench press 300 pounds. You're waiting to exhale. That was the name of that. All this, they love doing that.
I'm done with this already.
So what are you?
He done. You see what I'm saying? He done. Aggressive ass broads. I wish a broad would come up to my goddamn job. I wish she would. She'd be the only one in there.
Gonna do?
Move out, that's it.
I'm gonna move out. Look at the face. She trying like hell to cry. Look at it. Everybody look at the TV. I want y'all to make that face. Now watch what my man do.
I only want for you to be nice.
I only want you to be nice. I want you to be the simp that I thought you would be. I want to be able to control you like you were a homosexual that sleeps on my couch, like I did Pookie and Ray Ray, because they didn't have any money. And so I was able to control you, and I thought I would be able to do that with you because you're an immigrant and you don't have any friends or family, and now you're getting out of control too. Look at my man with the stone cold pimp stare. Look at that. Look.
And I only want.
He just get up and leave. My man just get up and roll out with the tight little Latino shirt on with his name tag on it. He just get up and walk out. Look at her. She like,
I want my divorce.
I want a divorce.
No, it's not
Look
the
at
thing
that.
anymore. And, you know,
Now he said, I want a divorce. He just basically declared war, okay? Old buddy just basically declared war in American terms, and he don't even realize it. Let's keep listening.
no. You know, doesn't feel me like,
What?
And for real, like,
for real, like, you know,
you know, he's still talking. She done walked away
doesn't feel me like,
because I'm feeling like
I can't continue with this.
now she done went off in the other room and sleeping in the couch. She just walked away, but he's still sitting out there in the cold. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Look at that grass need to be cut. That's sad, baby. That's sad. Y'all little nests. Remember how this all started? It's all wonderful and beautiful. Y'all little nests. You know he Dominican, he ain't got no socks on. And it's cold as hell out there. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I know my Latinos. That is a Dominican dude. He ain't got no socks on. He got them tight pants on, that tight shirt. Probably got a gold chain on too. Okay. And he got that same haircut. That's him. Okay. That's him. Look at him out there. Look. That's him. He finally leaves.
Doesn't feel me like,
Cause
you know,
look, he talking to himself.
She swiped out all.
Now look, he told her, I want a divorce. What's the first thing she did? 29 years old. She 30. He said she swiped all the money.
The
Keep
money
listening.
and left me without nothing. $265,000.
Look, I think that's the mom right there. So basically, you said divorce. What's the next thing she did? She went and got all the money. Okay? Once you say I want a divorce, you've laid down, you've declared war against these modern American women. Sir, you failed to play. You did not call Dennis Spurling and get your pregame game together for your pre-divorce strategy. You just went it at your own. You thought it was going to be all good and copacetic. You thought she was going to eventually turn into a feminine woman and beg you to take her back. Oh, no. No, that's not what she did. Okay? She went straight offensive on you. Keep listening. And here comes the sisterhood. The sisterhood, what? They all going to come in. The sisterhood wants to see you broken. The sisterhood wants to see you fail. Black men have been dealing with this for decades. They want to see you broken. They don't want to see you okay. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you fall apart. They want to see you homeless. They want to punish you. That's the sisterhood, man. And you married into the sisterhood for the visa, you'd have been better off on your own. Family, you'd have been better off staying where you was at. Look.
I'm here as a
Now, this is a little flashback. I want you to notice something. All these broads have gained weight. Okay, so they down in the Dominican Republic. This is how a lot of people down there grow up. They got the food cooking, the pork and the chicken and all that, eating out of a pot with the chicken feet. You see what I'm saying? She thought, I got me somebody I control. He should be happy to be able to live with me in air conditioning, not have all these mosquitoes on him, right? She knew she had somebody she could control. In her mind, didn't work out. Let's keep listening.
The agent on this planet, and my choice is not to eat a chicken foot.
You see the beef, the chicken, the pork.
But I didn't eat it, and I do not care.
Now, this is him going back to the house, right? To confront, going back to, once he realized the money was gone, now he trying to go back in and see what's up. Hey, money's gone, baby. She gone. He didn't. By at this time, he's already filed for the divorce and everything. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep it.
Why, hello there.
We Chantel. Want to talk to her.
Well, you should have called her, Pedro.
No. Tell her Then now she want to have everything she need because she
So he thought he said, now you got everything you need. He came over there to lay a guilt trip on her. He coming with the shame and insult. How dare you take all the $265,000 out and leave me broke? How dare you do that? You brought me up to this country and now you see, poor fella, bro. They don't feel sorry for you, man. This is a female-friendly country. You are a man, even though you're an immigrant man. Look, you messed up, man. This is why we leaving. Why would you come to a country to marry one of these women that American men are saying they're trying to get away from? See, fellas, it's not us, it's them. Okay? It's not us, it's them. And it's been them, and it's always been them for a long time. You listen.
I think you'll have everything that you need because you asked for a divorce, so you're going to be happy.
He said, yeah, I asked for a divorce. I didn't ask you to take the $265,000, though.
Have some respect. Go away now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, she laughing. She gloating at this. So I'm saying she's enjoying it. She gonna watch him suffer. That's why I tell y'all, man, when you get a divorce, man, I want you to do it like a boss, and I want you to ball out, have a good time. Don't ever let them see you sweat like that, man. Let's keep listening. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye now.
Bye.
She stole that money from me.
She stole that money
I
from me.
want my money back.
You ain't gonna get your money back. Fake family. Fake family. What he's trying to say is, shout out to what he did. Fake family. Yeah, I know, brother, but that's what you married into. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back and barbecue. We need Jesus. We're gonna need some Jesus up in here right quick, man. Y'all, we need all the Jesus we can get. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Big shout out to Simple Shit TV. Support black male media. Passport Broads taking an L. Yeah. Jerome Payne says she wrapped in depression blanket. Yeah, she is, man, wrapped in the depression blanket, man. Rick Solomon said, ooh, you crying? Say less. Peace. On the wood. Thank you so much, Sean Lewis. Who else, man? Solo Dolo. Pedro don't know. He ain't know. Pedro didn't know. He ain't know. It's a thin line between love and hate. It sure is. Cody Mark said, Pedro want that mayonnaise and potted meat. Praise God. He want that good mayonnaise sandwich. That's what he wanted, central entities. Just the thing we built and maintained the environment that allowed these lovely ladies the fault entitlement. F the BS, man. Ain't that the truth, man? The quiet storm. You got your visa, Pedro. You got your papers, Pedro. And you got your butt cheeks, Pedro. You winning, Pedro. Cody Marshall, he's appendage, just went soft face. Yeah, I know, right? Solo Dolo Pedro snowboarding. That's exactly. Benzerlite 1. He just got the eyes on him. Logic before motion. Peace, these modern hells just going to just have to phase out. Yeah, okay. So look, here's the thing, man. And last but not least, Lance Jackson, man. Y'all make sure y'all join the membership if you haven't already. So here's the thing. Let me give you a little background. So this is 90 Day Fiance. It's Pedro and the Chantel edition. Basically, it came out in 2020, summer 2022. Pedro Jimeno, he was at the time 28, and the girl name is Chantel Everett. She's 31. She's Black American. They announced a split. The couple had appeared on the season 4 reality series before giving their spinoff, and that was their spinoff, a hit show exposing the tensions between the Everett family members. In other words, you got this Black family in Atlanta and this black family who's, you know, does pretty well, middle class, upper middle class, and then they bring, old girl can't find a man to marry, so she goes down to the DR and she gets her one of these dudes, right? And you know, he ends up filing for divorce from her. And the later reports that their separation happened basically sometime in April of 2022. And you know, and they separated then and they officially divorced in May. One of the primary reasons for the divorce is Chantel says that Pedro was messing around on her, right? And there's really not a whole lot of solid evidence from what I understand, but that's what was cited. And the documents, you know what I mean? What, you know, they saying he was cheating with this person, that, but you don't really know. You know, you never know. You know what I'm saying? But here's the other thing. Pedro also alleged that she took the money. Okay, and that's another issue. And he's saying basically she took $265,000 out of a joint business account. That's why you shouldn't have joint accounts. You see, but of course, Pedro is a man, so he's not getting any sympathy. And there's widespread support for Chantel because she's abroad, and this is where we live at. We live in the gynocracy. You see what I mean? And the truth is, Pedro might have snatched up some of the money if he had been presented with the opportunity to, which is probably what he should have done. Okay. Now, and Chantel says that Pedro took in money before, large sums of money. That might have been a couple thousand. You never know what large. She took the whole thing. You understand what I mean? Here's another one. Here's some straight out the American divorce playbook. What do you think she alleged? They don't have children. So, of course, she alleges DV. Now, you got a well-documented film broadcast that's well-documented. Their whole relationship is that, and she still is alleging DV. You understand what I'm saying? She's alleging in her documents cruel treatment, physical DV, as also mental pain. That's the playbook. That's what they all allege. They all put that in there. That's what their lawyers tell. Cruel treatment. What is that? Mental pain, right? You see? And then she apparently filed a cross divorce. She found a counter divorce, right? And of course, nobody's gonna sympathize with him because all it takes is a woman to allege DV, and that's it. You see what I mean? The fact that she took their money don't matter to people no more. Now they feel like, oh, he's justified. He's a cheater. That's what she's saying. So, you know, people don't really care. You know what I mean? Now, the crazy thing is both of them filed cross restraining orders against each other. She filed one and he filed one against her, alleging physical and mental abuse, I guess, because otherwise the judge wouldn't give it to you. But nevertheless, you know, this is information we got. Apparently, his real estate business is tanked. His financial life is in ruins. He took a hard hit. There's been a public backlash against him. And there's, you know, he ain't doing so well. He went from being somebody that people knew to just being some dude on the internet. You see what I mean? But here's the thing, family. You know, and I'm going to say this and just say it off top. Women can't do what men do. Okay? Women can't do what men do. That's the background. All right? What we're going to do in a minute, we're going to come right back and I'm going to start cooking. I'm going to start barbecuing. Y'all get the likes up.
Oh, if she got her nipples pierced, got ass from here to here, then you know that she's a hoe. If she's on Instagram, her bio is an OnlyFans, she's out there selling that thing. See, I know you gon' trip finding out that your chick in Vegas drunk on the strip with no panties on. I know that you gon' say that your chick ain't that way. Miami, DR, Dubai, but you didn't go. Nigga, she's a hoe, hoe, hoe. And I think it's time you know. Nigga, she's a hoe, hoe, hoe. And I think it's time you know.
All right, welcome back, welcome back. So here's the thing, man. This whole thing is pathetic. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. Western women can't even keep a man overseas. This dumb chick married some broke third world bozo and got played. That's it in a nutshell. You know, that's why it's foolish for women to try to move like men. They always get played and used. I also noticed that this chick began to gain weight. You see? She looking like a butterfly with eyelashes on her head. And, you know, it's just a failure. They lose because they're losers. They're losers to begin with. No man in the world desires an American woman at all. None. And they keep saying men are the problem. We're not the problem. Women are the problem. Men in droves are leaving. And men in droves are not coming to fill the void that these men are leaving when they leave America. America has become the most female favorable, unfairly favorable country in the world. And men don't like it. These women have gotten so spoiled. It's so bad that men are just like, I'm bouncing. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going for better results. I'm going for better treatment. Here's the other thing. These women think they can do what men do. These other countries are patriarchal. Women don't care about your money. They don't care about your status. That's something that women care about in men. And the crazy thing is, you say you want a six-figure man, but then you go to a third world country and you get a broke dude. I mean, in this regard, you know, American women are confusing and weird. And they're so backwards. And the thing is, I don't feel sorry for them because they're getting everything they deserve. The title of this video, in my opinion, should be Immigrant from Third World Patriarchy Gets Humiliated by Gynocentric First World. Because in this situation, we see it go all the way. We see it from the beginning to the end. Pedro got the full American experience. He's just another poor fool. He had to learn the hard way. Never get involved with one of these strong, masculine Western chicks. Pedro didn't even feel respected by Chantel. This girl chick, she's a nurse, and apparently she's a trust fund baby, married to an immigrant. And you know black women behavior, specifically, went to the job, went amongst the job friends, created a scene. Now here's the thing, he's Latino, he's Dominican. She better be glad he didn't put them goddamn Roberto Duran hands on the upside of her face, which allegedly she says he did, but we don't know that for sure because anytime they allege DV, you just never know. And I'm sure all those white girls who were around him, they were probably like, see, that's that angry black woman. You see, there she is. You can count on black women to act like that. That is their reputation. That is why black men are leaving. That is not normal. And you see her homegirl gassed her up to act like the typical black chick. And let me tell you something else I want you to understand, something that was unspoken. I'm sure those white women in Georgia at that real estate office where he works and that Hispanic woman at Pedro's job explained to him his social status and the social status of his wife as a black American woman. And that's something that laid on him. It's the same mistake that passport bros make when you find a good woman overseas and then you bring her back, you bring your new spouse back to the United States and you let her mingle and associate with these lovely ladies here in the US. Instead of keeping her safe and isolated away from these hating ass American broads. They corrupted her, just like those women corrupted him. That's what they do. That's it. We seen it happen. Once he got that visa and landed stateside, he understood the lowdown. he also became Americanized. He realized, shoot, I could find a younger, more attractive woman here. He got that foreign man vibe going on too. He had all them white girls cackling and laughing. You see what I mean? Now here's the flip side. Women like Chantel, you go down there to these third world countries, you get these American dudes, and then when something don't go right, you just leave him high and dry, broke in the United States. Word is going to get around. She's setting a standard of how African-American women treat foreign men. And what's going to happen is your reputation as a passport broad is going to be one of a romance scammer. It's going to go down the tube. They already don't like you. They already see how you treated the women or the horrible things you had to say about those women who are being swooped up by American men. And now they see you how you treat their men when those men come over. It's all true. Now, Pedro thinks he can do better. He feels he can get a woman with a higher sexual marketplace value. Remember, she's older than him. On top of that, she's La Negra. Somebody type La Negra in the chat room. She black. And black women, even overseas in countries like Dominica, they have a lower sexual marketplace value. It's just true. Men so much, it don't really matter. Men of all colors, black, light, white, whatever. You in Colombia, you a man with money, it don't really matter. But women, because of the colorism that exists in these South American, Central American countries, men are they know you have a lower sexual marketplace value. Same here. Colorism. It was the gift of the white man at these, Zaddy's gift to you black women. Now, the fact is, like I said earlier, Pedro knows he can do better. And he's basing that on his interactions with those white women at his real estate office. The fact that he don't care is demonstrated by the fact that he bringing some other woman's cup home. He got some woman's name on his keychain. He driving her around in the Uber like he's the Uber. You see what I'm saying? He's reckless because he doesn't value this black American woman very much. Now, she done went all the way to the DR to get her a man, to bring him back, to value her less than even her own black men would. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. It didn't help when she came to the bar acting a fool. Because now his coworkers are like, we just want to take him from you just so we can take him from you because we don't like you either. That's not how you keep a man, ladies. No man wants that type of wife. Black men don't want it. Foreign men don't want it. Nobody wants it. No man wants to come home to a chaotic home. She probably don't cook. She probably don't clean. You see her called her lazy. She probably got him around there doing all kind of stuff. Turn the light on for me. That man is used to getting served. That man is used to getting treated like a king. That's why we call ourselves passport kings. Because you get your passport, you go overseas, you get treated like a king. That's why passport bros are winning. And the truth is he can do better. If I didn't say that enough, Pedro should date that coworker who asked him to give him a ride home. Look at the interactions. She was willing to be his business partner. She looked happy when he wanted to talk, when he talked about starting his own company. She was a supportive woman. And even though Chantel physically is a beautiful woman, if you like black women, she's a very attractive woman. If you like black women, some of you brothers might low-key say, yeah, but she's an attractive woman. I'm attracted to black women. She's an attractive woman. And so what that lets me know is she did something major to him. And I pretty much can tell you what it was. She was masculine. She was a boss chick trying to boss him around. She was argumentative. She was vulgar, probably all on social media, got all your little funky friends involved in a relationship, don't know how to shut your mouth, won't back down. See, beauty is not everything in a relationship. Being cute doesn't always save you. It's 99% your attitude. No matter how good you look, if your attitude is trash, you trash. That attitude will get you left. And that's what black men have been telling these lovely ladies for decades. The chicks in the office and the little white girls, they are very average. But she made Pedro feel like a man. She didn't emasculate him. And the average man will take an average chick over a baddie who treats him well, and they'll do that 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. American women, look. They don't want to lose control of the relationship. And I mentioned this earlier. She basically traded a Pookie and a Ray Ray who sleeps on the couch and is dependent upon her. We always make a big deal of black men. Black men who go to school, we make a big deal of the fact that, oh, they always choosing Pookie and Ray Ray. One of the reasons they do that is because those men are compromised. They don't have jobs, which means they dependent on her for money. They don't have a car, which means they dependent on her for money. They can't go nowhere unless she lets them go somewhere. They can't handle a high value man. Most women say they want a man that makes millions of dollars, but they don't want to deal with one that makes millions of dollars who's established. They'll deal with one of these young athletes because remember, they're young in the head and they can control them. They think they're stupid. So at the end of the day, he's a young, immature man that's compromised because she can run circles around him. So even though they're not Pookie and Ray Rays, they successful men, they still immature and they can be manipulated. Pookie and Ray Ray can be manipulated because this woman controls the infrastructure. She can put him out the house at any time. Basically, it's about control. Black American women are the prime example of toxic masculinity in the Western world. That's an example of toxic. They don't get their way, they put you out. They don't get their way, they use violence against you. They use all the control mechanisms they can. Flip the script. You got a foreign man who has no visa and no money and no family, no support system, and he's dependent on her. And what's happened? She's taken on the masculine role. Hell, border control treated him better than she did, with more respect. And on top of that, he's got female tendencies. Any man that'll come to another country depending on some broad, not having his own, he's already putting himself in a submissive position. She went all the way to the Dominican Republic and found the most dependent man that she could, so she could manipulate and control him. And she thought, oh, I made a good selection for what I'm trying to do. Until his patriarchal programming kicked in. Yeah. So for what they were trying to do, they both made the wrong choice. It was a scam or a con they were trying to run on each other. You got an entitled, masculine, Black American female wrought with feminism. There ain't no long-term success in that for any man. They would have broken up no matter where they lived. It could have been Atlanta. It could have been Alaska. It wasn't about their financial system. It was about them. It wasn't about the fact that they had children. It was about them. You lovely ladies think you can treat foreign men any way that you think you can treat them like you treat Black American men. You can't. And again, fellas, it lets you know it's not us, it's them. Somebody typed that in the chat room. It's not us, it's them. And it always has been them. Now, this is the second time I done watched one of these shows about some foreign man wanting a divorce from a Black American woman. In both scenarios, both women were Black American. The African guy on this show, he said he don't even care if he got deported back to Africa. He just wanted peace of mind. What that shows you is that men around the world have the same problem with women from the United States that the men here have. They're confrontational, they're masculine, they're argumentative, and they don't know how to shut up. A Black American woman and a Dominican man trying to stay faithful together in a relationship, that's destined to fail. because he's trained to be masculine, and so is she. Now, on the flip, I noticed in this broadcast, there wasn't no fathers involved. Had Chantel had a masculine, dominant, domineering father, he would have called old buddy out. If Chantel had a father in her life, he'd have came and checked. Or Pedro. All you got is that angry, big, wide back looking out the window at him. That's all you got. Now, on the flip side, a lot of couples in general, they start to implode once their goals are reached. She got a house, start getting fat. He got a visa, he was ready to get out. He probably couldn't even open up a business account or a bank account till he got his green card. In a lot of countries, many of these men don't even have bank accounts. He was playing, in my opinion, the way I looked at it, he was playing her the whole time. Now, if he had went for an ugly, unattractive woman, it'd have been too obvious that he was just playing her for a green card. By going for an attractive woman, neither she nor the audience would suspect that he was just trying to use this broad. And he found the right one to finesse. Because she's attractive, you wouldn't think he'd just be trying to use her for money and to try to come up. But that's also what made her easy to finesse. Because you think that a straight man would actually want a woman who's attractive. He knows, he knows how to be loving and affectionate with a woman. And you can look at that with the fact that when he had his sister, he was very affectionate and caring towards his sister and his mom, but it was no affection for his wife because he didn't like that broad. She was too masculine. He looked to me like he was tolerating her until he got his goals met. And that's why you foreign dudes, that's why, no foreign dude wants some masculine acting woman. And that's what's going to happen to all you broads going overseas. These men do not want you like that. Now, the cold part about it, and then I'm going to just put my lawyer hat on for a minute. Get your money and your lawyer before you mention the divorce, fellas. She will not play fair in court. Okay? And the court won't save your ass either. You're not moving smart. Never put your faith in the court's hands. The one thing we talk about as lawyers all the time, especially when we come up to mediation, one of the first things the mediator is telling you don't want to risk what the jury will do, and you don't want to risk what the court will do, so you never know. Don't be naive. American women stay ready for divorce. That's all of them. They do the detective work ahead of time, and then the preparation. And then they file for the divorce when they're ready. Dude should have moved his money before the conversation. He should have moved the money, then filed a divorce. Because, see, she can keep on appealing and dragging this thing out for months and years, causing him financial ruin, which is what she did. And then he said she stole their money. He stole their money out of their account. That's not theft. It's a joint account. Your name is on it. Her name is on it. Furthermore, there's a rebuttable presumption that everything owned during the marriage is community property. So that's not theft. You can't steal what's already yours. Shout out to my man G Money. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Giving out this free divorce advice, man. She said that she does have a father. He is a complete sub. Chantel's mother makes Chantel look like a feminine woman. Wow. Her mother will make the preacher lay the hands on it. Yeah, man. Okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. I knew something was up. But back to this thing with the joint account. Steve Harvey spoke about married couples. He said have a joint account, a personal account, See, Pedro didn't move in an intelligent manner. He didn't do his due diligence in figuring out American women and how contentious they can be in divorce. As a man, you damn near need to keep the go bag mind frame with these modern women. You understand? Like that old saying goes, your money is her money and her money is her money. The moral of the story, don't ever have a joint bank account with these broads. So you men get played because you don't know better. You don't truly understand the nature of women. Read my books. Read my books. Look at my TV show, Co-Parenting with the Spurlings, every Thursday. You'll learn something. You don't understand the nature of these women, especially if you grow up without a father, or if you grow up with a weak father, if you grow up with a simp father. You don't learn. You don't really know what kind of malicious enemy you have until you go through a divorce proceeding, especially if there's children involved. They're going to try to put you in jail. They're going for everything. A lot of men self-delete after divorce. They do so 5 times higher than women after divorce. In America, a woman could be a crime boss with hundreds of murders under her belt, and the family court will still give her custody of the children. They'll still give her alimony. She could be having sex in rotations with men she picked up at the bar and bring them to your house and paying her with money coming out your account. And she still will get more out the divorce than you. Now, on the flip side, this woman in this situation, Chantel, actually made more than her husband. So is he entitled to half of the community assets and perhaps alimony? Maybe, I don't know. And this, in essence, is why it doesn't work for women, because you're the higher earning spouse. Passport bros doesn't work for women because you become the victim if they decide to leave. She's making all the money. All the man has to do is pull the trigger on divorce, and half of that belongs to him. And you passport bros need to get ready. Now, if Pedro was smart, he would have alleged DV and filed a Violence Against Spouse Act petition. And some of y'all don't know what that is. Now, they call it the VAWA. It's the Violence Against Women Act. But just to protect women would be a violation of the 14th and 5th Amendment of the Constitution, 14th and 5th and 14th Amendment, or 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. So it has to be applied to both men and women. And there's a provision in the immigration code that allows for an abused foreign spouse to reap the benefits that his spouse can give him, his American spouse. It's called, again, it's called the VAWA, and it allows battered immigrants to petition for legal status in the United States without relying on an abusive U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident. Okay? Parents or children or anybody like that, you don't need a sponsor. And it's called a Form I-485 application. Now, here's the thing. In March, I think last year, President Biden signed a reauthorization of this act, the Violence Against Women Act. He re-upped it. And so one of the important changes to that act was the modification of how DV is defined as it relates to services for survivors. It was expanded. See, the prior definition of what DV was under the VAWA was narrow. It was narrow in scope, and it required something like a felony, a misdemeanor of a crime. The prior definition was consistent with what the legal system emphasizes as criminal behavior, to the exclusion of other things. You see, like stealing all the money and leaving you broke. It had to be some sort of crime. The revised VAWA definition of DV still covers those felonies and misdemeanor crimes associated with DV, you know, assault, battery, all that sort of stuff. But now it also includes, and here's the terminology, listen, the use of attempted or use of physical abuse or sexual abuse, or here it is, or a pattern of any other coercive behavior committed, enabled, or solicited to gain or maintain power and control over your victim, including verbal, psychological, economic, or technological abuse that may or may not constitute criminal behavior. So basically, her's taking all the money, taking all the furniture out the house, that could be considered economic abuse. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I would have done for him. And again, this expanded definition is significant as it allows the domestic intimate partner violence a wide-ranging complex of avenues to take. You see? It's enough so that it's wide enough so that her running off with the money and clearing out the house could be considered abuse. Now, here's the flip thing, fellas. They could do that to you too, these foreign brides. You understand what I'm saying? They could do that to you too. Listen to me. Okay? Listen. I'm giving you advice. Now, we look at it from the perspective of these women. A lot of you dudes want to bring these bras back. And I'm cool, but this is what they're doing. Trump was trying to get rid of that. Trump was trying to get rid of that. All right, but back to the main point. Passport bra doesn't work both ways, because you ladies are not ready for that. You're not ready to get treated like men. Look at these white women falling in love with these African dudes and getting scammed. Look at all these black men. Look at all these men who are coming over here, and we got 2 examples on TV. How many more are there out there? No man wants to come home and argue with some American broad who thinks he is her property. And what I notice is that this shows like 90 Day Fiance and all these spinoffs, they just show how dysfunctional Black American women are. Both American men, Black American women, and foreign, they don't want to deal with that. There's a song by Lenny Kravitz, came out, called American Woman, Stay Away From Me. That song is going to be sung by American men and also by foreign men. No group of men are going to tolerate toxic women unless they have to. And Black men tolerated it for years. They did it because they had to. Overseas men, foreign men, are not going to tolerate because they don't have to. Women, international women, are just easier to live with. They're easier. They're easier to get along with. It don't matter how pretty you are, ladies. And so that's what I've learned from this situation. Now, here's the thing. I've worked hard tonight. I gave y'all some information. I gave you some good game on how to do divorce like a boss. I told y'all about the Violence Against Women's Act. I think I've earned my keep tonight. If you appreciate what I've done, then pay me for my time. That's what I need y'all to do. We need to get the super chats up. If you appreciate what I've done, pay me for my time. All you passport bros, type passport bro in the chat room. Did you know that could happen to you? Putting your wife, you ain't got to hit her, leaving her, that's considered violence. That's considered abuse under the Violence Against Women's Act as amended. If you appreciate that information, if you appreciate what I said about divorce, pay me for my time. Let's get those super chats up, man. Make it happen. Here comes Jesus until you do. All right, you guys, you got to pay me for my time. Y'all too light tonight. We need another 10 super chats and we'll be back. I'm going to change it up a little bit, but you guys got to pay me for my time. Show some appreciation for what I do.
Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you may cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up. Put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood of Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, under the blood. Jesus cover me. Under the blood. Jesus you be.
All right, we need more super chats. Pay me for my time and we'll be back. Come on. broadcast. Thank you guys so much for paying me for my time. I appreciate that. I know you guys appreciate what I do. And I want to take this time to thank the guys who have donated to the Super Chat and the new people who came in with a membership. In addition, I want to thank the people who donated to the Cash App. So what we'll do is right now, I'm going to go through the roll here. Let me see who we got. A big shout out to La Dexter Vincent. Thank you so much. Who else we got up in here on the Super Chat side? I also got a PayPal too in there if y'all see it. Hezekiah Coleman, thank you so much. Daryl, thank you too. And now let's get a big shout out to everybody who came through on the Super Chat. La Vincent, thank you. He said, thanks for the info. Man, look, I'm telling y'all listen to what I'm telling you. Okay? That is good information. And there's a lot of family law lawyers that are not going to tell you that. You bring these foreign chicks home because they don't keep up with federal law. Most of these family law lawyers, they ain't read a family. They read the code book, but they don't see what this federal statute says because that's not something in their purview, you know? And so I'm just telling you, young lawyers don't know, old lawyers don't care. And so you got to get somebody who just is on it, you know, who does it all the time, who's active. And me giving you this information, now you know the proper questions to ask. Can my foreign bride take a VWA petition out on me? Yeah, well, what is it? Well, they're going to say, oh, no, well, that has to be some sort of domestic DV situation. They got to be a crime. And you say, no, it doesn't. Biden amended that in May of 2022. Now all they got to do is allege some sort of financial abuse. At that point, you know, your family, you need another family law lawyer. That one ain't going to work. That's why you do a consultation. I'm giving y'all the secrets. But anyway, big shout out to Tell Her What Boy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. G Money Under the Blood is my new motto. Briefcase Tony, $4.99. Support Black Male Media. Thank you so much, Quiet Storm. La Vincent, thank you for your new membership. Cool Breeze, I like that name. Blessings to the game and all praises to the Most High soldiers of God over here. Salute, Uncle D. Thank you so much. Simple Shit TV, man. Thank you so much. That young brother is over there moving things and doing things. I'm proud of him, man. It took him a long time before he finally got the hint. You should start your own show, sir. You start your own show. You finally got it. He could have been at 10,000 by now if he had followed my lead early on, but that's all right. He's on it now. And shout out to all you other guys, too, who are starting your channels. Your voices need to be heard. But Simple Shit TV said, hate watchers ain't black men win. And hate watchers ain't spit, ain't black men winning. Man, somebody type hate watcher in the chat room. There, I said it. Salute, counsel. I appreciate you. Canary Valence, turn this off. Play some Kodak Black. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna let them get with Jesus till they pay me for my time. Bo J said, no raising other men's DNA. Follows Isaac and go for him. Get your Rebecca. Amen. Amen to that. Salute. Don't date the Canaanites. It's biblical. No Babylonians. Foreign only. Shout out to Wear Blue, Love Red. Thanks for taking the time every time. I do my best, man. I take 2 or 3 hours ahead of time to prepare these scripts. Y'all can tell they're thorough, they're insightful, they're lineal. And, you know, and that's how you can tell the difference between me and what I'm doing. Because what I don't have is followers. I am foreshadowing a movement. I'm a harbinger to a movement. And I think that you guys will, in years, come back and take what I'm doing, dissect it piece by piece and said, I can apply this to my life. I can teach this to my sons and my grandsons. So this is the Chronicles of the Blizzard King, if you will. John Thomas, thanks for the insight. TJ Patterson, thank you. Benjalite, thank you for the $10 for your time, Brandon. Thank you so much. The Quiet Storm said the 12th District Blizzard Court is now in session. Yes, it is. All right, man. So we back in it, man. Look, here's the thing. I want to let you guys know we got a couple of guys in the chat room right now. We got a couple of guys there. I got a new video I want to share with y'all. Some of y'all saw it the other day. I thought this was so cool, man. But anyway, man. Oh yeah, this one right here was one that I just thought was cool, man. Check this out. You understand what I'm saying? Hate me all you want to, baby. I don't mind hating me. Hate all you can. Let me go the other way. Hate all you can. Hate everything. But I'm gonna still make you look good. Black men winning. Okay, come on. Somebody type that in the chat room. Black men winning. Okay, because that's just what's happening. We are winning.
We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. We winning. Yeah. Yeah. We winning. We winning. We winning.
I know they hating out here, yeah. I know they mad. They all in their feelings. But baby, I don't care. She calling the police on me and everything, yeah. Somebody need to get on the phone, call my attorney. Dealing with these hard-headed hoes who ain't learning. They acting all ignorant like a motherfucking menace. She better bundle up, cause bitches about to be winner. Niggas acting timid, why you think she treat a nigga so bad? Turn her only fucking son into a killer. Can't even distinguish who the women, who the bitches. She broke my nigga, even Jesus can't fix it. Navajo nigga got a man up in prison, but quick to tell you, get your bag up, bitch, quit it. Ever heard of Dennis? Yes sir, get your Spurling, we in court early, don't be acting all girly. Keep that same energy, don't need any men. You the man, you the father, you the face of many men. Yep, Minnie Rippleton, taking L's your whole life. While the passport bros taking off the next flight. Something thick, something feminine, rubbing on my shoulders for your cold day in hell. Blizzard King try to tell you, a new world is coming, bitch, you better stop sinning. See, God took Kevin, left your sorry ass with Dennis.
Somebody type of old broad in the chat room talking about men, you can't find them. That just means you had your chance, boo. You had your chance, and your chance has passed you by. Your husband done went on to the great beyond. He's not there looking for you no more. You done hit one wall. Somebody type one wall in the chat room. You done hit two walls. Somebody say 3 walls. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Hate me all you want to, baby. I don't mind hating me. Hate. Oh man, that's funny, man. Big shout out to Big Bass DJ. You know, sometimes, man, when it get a little past my bedtime, I start saying, you know, I just, me and the Crimson Sun have that in common. We just see whatever the hell comes to our mind. Oh man, that's dope. Yeah, I appreciate that. I didn't know I was that funny. I'm looking at it. I don't even remember doing that. I don't even remember saying that.
I do. I remember when you was like 3 walls.
Oh man, big shout out to everybody, man, who came through. Alvin Holden, JJ Diesel, Cowboy Month, Edward Shaw, man. I want to give a shout out to El Vincent, Uncle D showing us black men how to win. That's right, baby. Type black men winning in the chat room. Devon Mitchell, this track is fire. It really is. Solo Dolo, keep winning. Free thinking black men. Yes, sir. Edward Shaw, bless you, Unc. Just landed from Colombia. Oh, you in Colombia. You calling us and you in Colombia. Say, man, this other stuff you should be doing right now. You should be knee deep in something fine. But nevertheless, man, welcome to the broadcast. We'll send you on your way. El Vincent, thank you for the info. FAB, thank you. Well, anyway, Alvin, man. These lovely ladies, they trying to do what we do, man. It's not working out for them. They 0-2 at this point. What are your thoughts on that broadcast or that clip that I showed earlier?
It's very telling. It's very telling. But first of all, salute to you, salute to the panel and the chat. Salute to all you guys. Yeah, you know, they're drinking their own Kool-Aid, so they're gonna have to hit their head on that wall a couple of different times before they realize that it's not gonna work. You know, and instead of them taking responsibility for, you know what, this approach is completely different, because at the end of the day, you want something from us. Like, we're the men. You want something from us. You want us to give something to you, and that dynamic doesn't change just because you go to another country and get something. You know, that guy is going to want or demand the same kind of respect. And if you're not respecting somebody that's willing to go 50-50 or whatever here, you absolutely aren't going to find that somewhere else. So
what do you think about the fact that these women say they want a 6-figure man with a 6-pack, but then they settle for a third world dude to live with his mama? What's up with that?
Because it's all talk.
It's all talk.
It's all talk. It's all talk. They throw those rules out all the time.
Did you hear the part where I kind of explained, like, the reason that they end up with Pookie and Ray Ray is not because they have to, but because those are the type of men they want, because they can control them?
Absolutely.
People get what they want. Women get what they want. It's a whole lot of women out there who are getting the Pookies and the Ray Rays because that's what they want. They can control those men. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let me get my man. Let me see. We got JJ Diesel Cowboy Monk 79, brother. What would you like to add to this conversation about these foreign husbands scamming Black American women for green cards? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they scam their own men in this country and they go over overseas and they think they're not going to reap what they sow. They're just reaping what they sow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let them go. Let them go reap what they sow. I tried to make that rhyme on purpose.
Bars. Said bars. All right, cool. My man, Edward Shaw, bro. What are your thoughts on this situation, man? I mean, I know you down in Colombia right now. I mean, proof is in the pudding. You there? Where you at? What part of Colombia are you in?
Barranquilla, bro. I just got back there. Yeah, I just
beautiful,
got back
beautiful.
now. I'm in Florida. I'm trying to catch my flight back to DFW. You know, I missed my flight, so I'm gonna wait here for about 6 hours. Boy, it's worth it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Worth the wait. It's worth the. What are your thoughts about now that you've heard what I had to say about the VAWA? Okay, right. We mentioned that a little bit earlier. So your woman, it's called the VAW is called the Violence Against Women's Act. The fact that it was amended by Hot Boy Joe Biden to include technological abuse. In other words, you could be theoretically sending mean text messages to your to your spouse who's foreign, could cause her to, you know, file for divorce and stay. Remember, they just here for a visa, some of them, right? So all I got to do is say, oh, he abused me by not giving me my monthly allowance to get my mama back in Vietnam. Oh, that's abuse. You see what I'm saying? And now they can apply for a visa. They don't need you or nobody else.
Yep.
Your thoughts on that, Edward? Because that's real to you. Because look, let me tell you something. A lot of men are going to bring these women back to America because you can't afford to stay overseas forever. So it's going to happen. What are your thoughts, Edward?
Right. You know, basically the VAWA, like, you won't believe it, man. That was what I actually had to do to get over my spouse, my ex-wife. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I filed VAWA about 5 years ago. Yep. So
tell us what happened in that situation. What happened? Why'd you have to do that? So you were married to an American woman?
Absolutely. DV,
hold
she was trying to control me and all that just because I was fresh out of the water. You know what I'm saying? From Africa. But hell, you know, that ain't gonna fly.
So you know, you the story. He is the story. So you are an American. So you had a passport broad. A passport broad came to Africa. What country in Africa are you from?
Nigeria. So
a passport broad from America came to Nigeria to look for a husband, got you, and then brought you to the U.S. Tell us what did she do, bro? Like, give us the lowdown.
Ooh, domestic violence, physical, emotional.
Yeah.
Trying to control the narrative, lying. You know, she had to go to jail and all that. You know.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. And men really got to take advantage of the reauthorization of VAWA because it wasn't quite as expanded as it is now. Back then, when I did it, it was really tough. It was tough for men to do it. It was only specifically designed for ladies. You know? And I did it by myself. I didn't use any lawyer. I submitted about 360 pages worth of proof. So my case was pretty much approved in like 4 months.
Okay.
It was very rare.
Wow.
So we just got to educate ourselves. It's real. The hustle is real, both on the man and the female side. We got to exercise the options that we have. And I mean, if that's the only good thing that Biden did, that's fine.
Yeah. So in the situation where you saw Pedro, the Dominican dude, basically his broad took all the money, emptied out the house, so he has nowhere to live. Under VAWA, that's considered financial abuse. He could file that and still be able to apply for a visa. Because see, look, just because you get the visa in your hand, that does not mean you got to go back and back and back. Like it takes like 7 years to get permanent citizenship, right, Edward?
Right.
So now,
but with the VAWA, it gets approved if you have a strong case in 4 to 6 months. If you
see what I'm saying, fellas?
And once that is approved, it's actually called a Form I-360. Once that's approved, then you now file self-petition for your permanent residence, which gets approved in less than a year. So the whole process for me just took like a year.
So it's expedited from a 7-year process where you got to go back and bring your wife and make sure it's not a sham, marriage. No, and now it's just expedited. And that's why a lot of these foreign women will do that. But see, now if Pedro had done what I suggested he did, he wouldn't have to worry about it, because now he's still subject to getting sent back to the DR. Man, Edward, man, your story, man, that's you're what we're talking about. Like these passport chicks think it's us. I want you fellas to hear this story. These women have been complaining about American men. This woman goes to Nigeria, gets Edward, brings him back here to the United States, is abusive and mistreats him. He divorces her, and now his ass is on the way to Colombia. You see what I'm saying?
I just got back from Colombia.
You see what I'm saying?
So I just go back.
So we all men end up in the same place. We all have come to the conclusion that American women are not suitable for marriage. Thank you so much, Edward. I appreciate you. We got a couple of more guys in here. I'm gonna get my man Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Talk to me, brother. What do you think about old girl in that whole situation? She was a good-looking woman. If you like black women, she's an attractive woman. But she was toxic. She was everything we say they are. What are your thoughts on that, Cool Breeze?
Well, first off, salute to the panel, salute to the chat. Fellas, if you did not watch last night's broadcast by Mr. Spurling, please do that. It was an extraordinary breakdown of Mr. Johnson's BS talking points. So I recommend that. But as far as this woman, man, it's what I tell dudes all the time. You need to get your stuff together, because a lot of these women, they go for the Pookies and Ray Rays because, like you said, Uncle D, they want to control them. And they know they have nowhere to go. They have no vehicle. They have no family. They can't just up and go. So they're going to, when women are in control, you know, they take full advantage of it. They way worse than men with it. So fellas, don't depend on a woman. Get your own stuff together. And a second thing, man, she messed up where a lot of women mess up. They listen to their friends. They listen to their friends. Their friends really be jealous of them, and they're gonna talk you into doing all this BS so you can mess up a good situation. And a lot of women are so gullible, they fall for it, and they fall right into the trap. So you know, it's like, man, these black American women. I don't want to say black women, but black American women, they're gonna become an endangered species, like damn near extinct.
Pookie and Ray Ray is always gonna be willing to donate sperm to him. Pookie, that's what Pookie do. He is a permanent sperm. They just don't want his sperm anymore because he don't have no money, and they can't milk him for child support. And ain't no prestige associated with that. And they trying to expand to go get that baby batter from white boys and Hispanic dudes. The contractor. Well, one more thing, Edward Shaw. Before you leave, what were some of the things that your ex-wife did to try to control you? What did she give me some examples of how she tried to control? Did she try to keep you from talking to your family?
I got a good one. Yeah. One time she prevented me from going out with my cousin to a party. She was jealous and everything. And I told her no. And I walked out of the door and she threw a glass at the door. That was proof number one. 2, she tried to kick me out of the house that I was paying for. That's 2. Like a whole bunch of things. And she was threatening that she would revoke the petition, blah, blah, blah. You know, just verbal and psychological. There's a whole lot of things that men can use, you know? Yeah.
The best, again, fellas, like I said, the best example of toxic masculinity is the modern day black American woman when she has control. She treats Pookie and Ray Ray the same way she treats her children, the same way she treats men who she thinks she has an advantage over. It's dudes right now in a situation for DV, and the woman is she whooping their butt, and she said, if you leave me, I'm gonna say you DV'd me, and you might not have done nothing. It's dudes dealing with that right now. You've done absolutely nothing, but she knows that all she has to do is say you DV'd me, and then your whole reputation is gone. You lose your job. If you're a military dude, you know how that goes. Anyway, my man, the contractor, bro, it's always good to have you up in here. Y'all got to get these super chats up. I need 2 more super chats if y'all want to keep this conversation going. The contractor, bro, man, your thoughts on this situation, man? It's sticky. And then Edward came in and he just put the gasoline on this fire. What are your thoughts, the contractor, sir?
Salute to you, sir. Salute to the panel and the chat. Forgive me. I just woke up. I'm late. I came late.
You good?
I heard enough, though. I heard enough.
Yeah.
Brother Edward, salute to you, sir.
Yeah.
Big shout out. You got away from that raggedy jump.
Yeah.
Cool Breeze, I only disagree on one point. It's not the fact that they're gullible. Nah, it's a power grab, brother. That goes to show whenever you give the weaker vessel any type of authority, they will abuse it in you.
Yeah.
Straight up.
When I say gullible, I mean
shout
just
out to you.
going.
Let's go to my man MC Recovery. MC Recovery Relapse, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. What's up, homeboy?
Well, homie, I've been up here fixing up the bedroom because I had to exterminate the bedroom.
Okay.
House.
What are your thoughts on this situation about this black? That's a pretty black girl. She's a pretty lady.
Well,
you missed all that?
Most of it, but I caught something that cracked me up is that in the chat, no one was surprised about the violence that Edward was getting. And one more thing that you said, BC, because being a person from South Central, for a person like me back in the day, that would have been an easy mark.
Right.
But when you said, even when they do the passport thing, you would think they would control their weight.
Same outcome. Yeah. The best that these lovely ladies going to be able to do is go down to Jamaica, get their backs broke off, come back with an STD or a bastard baby. That's the best they're going to be able to do. That's it. That's your shot. And let me say something. I got much love for my African brothers and my Caribbean brothers. I'm happy to see our African brothers. I know some of y'all, I'm foundational Black American because that's just it. I'm a Black American and I want to have my culture too. As bad as it is, I'm still claiming because we got some great things with it. Right. You see, it wasn't always like this, but I'm happy y'all over here because it reinforces what we already know to be true. That's what I'm saying. It's not us, it's them. Cody Marshall, man, did you peep the part where I explained old buddy was finessing her. She finessing him. She trying to get baby batter and a kid with good hair. He finessing her. Instead of getting an ugly broad, he gets a good looking broad so nobody suspects he's using for this old, bitter, angry black chick, because that's really just what she is. He's using her for a green card. But because she cute, people like, oh no, this is authentic love. But he played her like a sucker. You see what I'm saying? And then when he decided, okay, I'm ready to go, blah, blah, I'm ready to leave, I'm not happy, he wasn't ready for that part. He didn't play it all the way to the end like he should have. You see what I'm saying? It's a way you can do divorce like a boss. Somebody type divorce like a boss in the chat room. Do one of my private consultations. I'm telling you, it's at least 24 dudes out there in America right then who skipped and walked away with everything they needed to get, and they somewhere in the Caribbean and South America, Vietnam right now, having a blast. What are your thoughts about that situation, man? Is the way in which he did his divorce, and the fact that he was trying to finesse this broad, but he didn't go all the way through. I need one more super chat if y'all want to keep this conversation going, because we coming up on the 2-hour mark. Y'all got to make it happen.
What I think about it, I say he showed his he played his cards too early, man.
Oh yeah, he was soft.
Yeah,
he was soft. He thought she was gonna respond like a woman. Oh, don't leave me, Pedro. I love you. She responded. She went straight on offense, man. She went straight. Oh, you see what I mean? Like I say, women prepare for divorce on the day before they get married. They already prepare for the divorce, and so you need to do that too. You see what I'm saying? You need to understand that trust fund with that large amount of money and everything you got needs to go into that trust account before you get married. You understand? That prenup needs to be intact at least 6 months to a year ahead of time. You can't go into it. Ain't happen. If she had a prenup, he was supposed to, and he should have cleared that bank account. At least him got half out, 100 G's out, so he could be straight. Go ahead, Cody. What are your thoughts, man? Please finish.
Like you said, he I just hope I hope he learned his lesson now, because that was the chickens have came home to roost on that one. He walked into that one really.
Mm-hmm.
And once he said, I don't want to divorce,
I don't want.
I don't know. I just need to.
That's off, man.
Just,
what we're gonna do is, man, we only got like 3 minutes left, but I want to keep this going because I want the fellas to be able to interact. You guys want to keep this going? I need 8 more super chats. In the meantime, big shout out to Divorce Like a Boss, Bougie 20, Edward about to get them to Colombian streets and let his ex-wife catch that fade. Yeah. But in the meantime, we're gonna open up the chat. I mean, not the chat. We're gonna open up the panel. But before we do, I got a special treat for y'all. Okay. This is dedicated to all of you beautiful, fantastic, lovely passport broads. We know what you're doing, and I want to show you that we know what you're doing. When we come back, I want to have 8 more super chats popped off, and me and the fellas are going to chop it up for a little while.
As a stark warning for British tourists, the West African country says British women should stop coming to the country looking for flings with younger men. That's
All right, thanks for coming. Thank you.
So on my flight, there was loads and loads of women.
Yeah.
And when I got on the flight, I was like, the ratio of women to men on this flight tells me something.
Well, they're coming here on their little sex holidays, aren't they?
Do you reckon that's what they're all up to?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They leave their husbands in the UK, come here and have fun with a black man,
Yeah.
and then go back to their husband in the UK, yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's a pot calling the kettle black, but humans will be humans. But either way, that's what I got to say about that. What else?
Beautiful island love, I go crazy for them island girls. I know them blessed by them high above. Give me everything that I deserve. When she away from me is murder. Your fifth friend yelling murder. So many guys don't wanna hurt her. Deep in your love, know I heard her. She been FaceTiming every day, she hate this. Gotta get my money in the matrix. Beautiful, I promise no replacement could ever take the place of my ladies. She fine as wine, love a long time when she wind and grind. Bottom gotta climb, we get lost in time. Biggest small the walls, give her one more time. Big it one more time. Girl, you hurt me. You hear that chirping, that's them birdies. Them rude boys make them nervous. I love the way she give me service. Them got them sticks on the rooftop. I keep my eyes on them bootas. When you got it, you get looters. Pull up on us, try to shoot us. Yeah, beautiful island love. I go crazy for them island girls. I know them blessed by them high above. Give me everything that I deserve. When she away from me is murder. Your fifth frame yelling murder. So many guys don't wanna hurt her. Deep in your love, so I murder. Got money on my mind, talking dollars. Everywhere we go, we got them shotters. From the villa to the village to the barrio. Gotta keep my spot, I call it Mario. Ring that door. When you make a move, please go real slow. We don't want police, Ross, that's in my door. Take it out the bag, everything on the floor. Baby, pick it up and go. Beautiful island love. I go crazy for them island girls. I know them blessed by them high above. Give me everything that I deserve. When she away from me is murder. Your fifth friend yelling murder. So many guys don't wanna hurt her. Deep in your love, know I murder. Murder she roll. Love the way she talk it, mash it up, let it go. One time, drop it down to the floor. Pick it up, move it like a pro, move it like a pro. Murder she roll. Love the way she talk it, mash it up, let it go. One time, drop it down to the floor. Pick it up, move it like a pro, move it like a pro.
And this lady don't respect her if you want him to eat. Ziggy Marley, that's why you paddling alone. Paddling alone. Cause you're not eating. You gotta stay here to eat. So why then you don't want a green card? Eat some yourself and get a green card. Eat some tilty, yeah. Get me out of Jamaica because these niggas said they don't eat tilty and his lady don't respect her if you want him to eat so. Ziggy Marley, that's why you paddling alone. Paddling alone. Paddling alone. Cause you're not eating. Yes, sir.
Visit King saying, fuck them. Getting colder. Ain't no love, all you getting is the shoulder.
So you black women out there desperate.
Uncle D close tonight.
All right. Welcome back to the broadcast. So the panel is open, fellas, man. We just gonna chop it up for a little while. Y'all want to keep this going. We already passed my bedtime. Y'all better give me 6 more super chats. I'm gonna send y'all over there with Alvin. Let y'all chop it up with him for a little while. Anyway, man, what are y'all thoughts on that this situation, man? With the old girl, the green card, we talked about divorce, we talked about the Violence Against Women Act, we talked about them trying to do what we do. It just don't fit. What are your thoughts, fellas? Floor is open.
Well, you made a great point about the change in the law. We stumbled upon that on accident the other day. Well, not on accident, but we were looking it up, and a lot of those details. And again, it's even just if you were to take her phone, if you were to do anything with her phone, anything, it counts as technology mistreatment. So that actually qualifies. So little stupid stuff that we do every day that you would think is regular or normal behavior, or not normal, but regular stuff. They put that in there to be able to ensnare and trap us.
Yep. Ain't that something you take? So now you tell your broad, don't be making all them long distance phone calls overseas to her mama. That's technical. That's called technological abuse. Yeah. Okay. Verbal abuse, psychological abuse, economic abuse. You say, look, I'm not giving you $300 anymore to send to your parents. I'm gonna give you 50. That's literally, that is called economic abuse. This is where these lovely ladies are headed. And look, here's the thing you got to understand. That's where the family law system is headed. So you don't need grounds for divorce. Used to be domestic violence or something like that. No. If you stop, look, technological abuse is sufficient. We already got verbal abuse. What is that? You tell the big bitch stop eating so many pies and cakes to lose weight. That's verbal
emotional abuse.
See what I'm saying?
Emotional abuse. Right
you are a big wide back. You are not the woman I married. You a whole extra woman. You was 140 when we met. Now you're 280. And I'm telling you to cut back on the hot fries. And that's called verbal abuse. You can't say that no more. This is where America is going with the family law system. And that's why you get so much pushback. That's why there's so much pushback going on. What are y'all? I mean, it's a lot, man. This is a harbinger to what's happening. And again, I'm going to tell y'all again, y'all need to get these super chats up because I'm past my bedtime. I need 5 more super chats real quick. The floor is open, guys. What are your thoughts on this foolishness is going on? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, this was just further confirmation, man, that we not the problem, it's them. And it's been that way for a very long time, you know, and a lot of black men, we need to, I feel like a lot of us live our lives in fear. You know, some of us, we still scared of our moms, man. We won't even correct our mom when she say something. We won't even let our mom know when she did wrong, you know? So we need to step up as men, man, and let these women know, you know.
A good sign that you've broken that queen mother goddess simp chip when you can call your mother fairly on her shortcomings. When you can call her out fairly on her shortcomings. I'm not saying be belligerent, never disrespect your parent. You'll never hear that from me. Okay. But when you can say, Mom, you're wrong for taking my money. Mom, you're wrong for saying those things you said to me on the phone or in person. When you can say that fairly, then that goes a long way to show that you've broken that queen mother goddess simp chip that says, in other words, that programming that tells you that you must hold your mother or some black female up in high regard. And it's really unsafe for you brothers to have relationships with black women until you realize that those intellectual and psychological bans have been placed on you. But go ahead, brother. Floor is open. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I actually had that conversation. No, I had that conversation with my mom, man, because my mom or my dad wasn't in my life, you know. So I had that conversation with her, man, and it was crazy because in a way, she tried to blame me for the whole situation. It was kind of weird. I was like, you know, it was like she was like, "Oh, I didn't do this because I thought you was mad at me and I thought you hated me and da 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 da," which is crazy because I'm the one reaching out to you. So that was crazy to me, man.
Ain't that crazy? Simple Shit TV says support black male media. King Adams, the brokest Dusty said, these petty masculine broads really think they're getting their lick back against passport bros by going overseas. They'll soon F around and find out it's not the flesh they think it is. It's green card bros, right? These are green card hoes. That's what they are. All the green card hoes. Jonathan, really, they're going to, the passport broads are going to run into the passport hoes are going to run into the green card bros. I'm going to change the name of this broadcast. That's what we're going to call it. But anyway, Jonathan Fields, thank you so much for the super sticker. El Vincent, thank you. Jamal Smith, I need 4 more super chats. Y'all need to pay me for my time. We're running overtime. Keep them coming. Floor is open. What else we got to talk about?
Yo, I was going to say something about how my mom talks to me, and I have to rebuke her. And fairly, like you said, call her out. She tells me the other day I call her only when I want something from her. But who but her, when I changed my phone number to come over here with the police knocking on my door, woke me up from a nap. And I told the police, I told them to tell her, I said, I love her, but tell her I don't fool with her anymore. And then I didn't give her my number I got now until she kept coming over here begging. And I told her, she keep this up, I'm not going to I'm going to change my number again. When I do it again, I'm not giving it back to her. So the other day, she talking about I call her only when I want something. Okay, and they supposed to have a party for her today, celebrate her birthday coming up on the 19th. Mine is tomorrow. Hers is 10 days after mine.
So back on the subject that we're talking about, and this is the green card situation. Edward Shaw, you got a very interesting story. For those of you guys who didn't come in early, Edward Shaw actually had to use the Violence Against Women Act to get himself out of this. Edward, what lesson? I mean, look, I want you to talk to all the men who are married to American women, all the brothers, and you can say it in your native Nigerian tongue if you want to. Hold on, I want you to tell them, what advice do you have to give these lovely these men, these passport, these green card bros? Give the advice to the green card bros about these passport hoes. Go. What advice do you have to give about these American women? Let's hear it. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it in my native dialect and language, Yoruba. That means do not take no shit.
Yeah.
What you gotta do, use the legal system, file for VAWA, get all the proofs, take all the pictures. Like, she threw a bottle at me just because I was leaving to go party with my friend. From being shut in the house for weeks, trying to control my movement and shit. And I took the pictures.
She had you shut in the house, bro?
Hell yeah.
Dog, like, damn. Did you talk to your people back home about this?
Yeah.
What did you? Go,
nobody's not surprised. That's the part that cracks me.
I was going to.
Don't nobody come up here.
Nobody's surprised.
They try to treat us just like they treat their pets.
Kidnapped you. She kidnapped you, bro.
Did she try to keep you from like
talking about it? People are just not coming out.
Did she try to keep you from moving money around, bank accounts, stuff like that?
Not really. I mean, I was making enough money. I was paying all the bills. So the only thing I could say was that happened in Denver. So I came to Texas to work. And before I go back home, she had brought me another dude into a matrimonial home. And I was like, you know what, just do what you got to do. I'm going to stay in Texas. And she still tried to flip the script, trying to still manipulate. Oh, if you don't get your ass back to Dallas, I'm gonna, to Denver, I'm gonna revoke the petition. I'm gonna ship you back to Africa. Like, you are having fun in Denver, do you? Wow. I'll be in Texas. Like, nothing is ever enough, yo. They will use their full power. They will use everything. They are bad at power, man. They will use everything at.
That's what
there's nothing in Denver.
They think we belong to them.
No job in Denver. That's why
because I've been there. That's why I'm not surprised.
She had you isolated in Denver, up in the mountains on some the hills got eyes type shit. Shut you in the house and was like, my precious,
Damn.
To a human
I paid my
being.
dues, man.
Slim.
I paid my dues.
Like
I
a
paid
whole
my
meal.
dues.
That's what happens when you give them power.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they will use the full power.
The full power.
Yep.
She had a whole nother dude in your house though.
I don't know.
What?
Damn.
Wow. No, that happened to
what it
me, man. I
is.
was with a
That's
girl for
America
3
for you,
years,
man.
man. I was with
You're
a
not
girl for
loyal.
3 years, bro. She did the same thing, bro. The whole time I was
JJ,
making more than her. She was cool. Everything was good. I'm managing the money, paying the bills. I helped her get the highest paying job she ever had in her life. 2 weeks in the job, she just started shitting on me, man. Just, oh, I don't need you. You need to make more money. Da 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 da. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I gave her several warnings. I will leave you. Her response was, oh, my box too good. I don't want to say the P word, but she said, oh, my box too good. You ain't gonna leave this box. Da da. I'm like, okay, you think it's a game. So one day she went to work. I made sure the rent was paid for the month. She had $1,200 in her pocket, and we had a car. I even gave her the car. So when she was at work, I took all my stuff and left, man. Took all my stuff, moved it out the apartment and left. I ain't talked to her ever since that day.
See,
So yeah, man.
That's the way you have to carry it to protect yourself. Don't say shit. Bump out.
you gotta leave.
Also, that video, I saw that motherfucker this morning. That shit's fire. I love that video. I love that video.
The one that just played.
Not with the Jamaican hoes in Jamaica, but the other one.
Black man.
Yeah. Black man winning. That joint was fire.
The song.
You said they hit 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall. I made a comment. You right. They hit 1 wall, 2 wall. Them hoes can't even hit the fucking source wall, but they ain't got no walls left for you. So with that being said, get the hell away from these bras.
Yeah.
But that be on fire though.
Okay, yeah. All right, fellas. Well, you know, they ain't I've been trying to they ain't doing nothing with the super chat, so we're gonna end up we're gonna roll up out of here, man. They ain't doing nothing. Kevin, but I appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you guys so much. I've had a good time. I hope y'all appreciate the work that I do, man. I try my best to give y'all top-notch content and give you insightful information in these late night conversations. And I hope y'all appreciate what I'm doing. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are inspirational to me also. So big shout out to Alvin. Thank you so much. JJ Diesel, Cowboy, Monk 79 Smith, MC Recovery Relapse, my man Cody Marshall, Cool Breeze, Edward Shaw, man, bro, keep your head up, brother. Keep your head up, man. I'm proud of you, man. Look, you do me proud. That's a saying we got down.
I threw the book at her. God damn.
Yeah.
I threw the book back at her.
Yeah, you do. You did. I'm proud of you for using the same system that she would use against you against her, man. And that's the way to stand up for yourself. And I want all you brothers out there, all you men out there who are in situations with these rotten ass broads who came to your country to pick you up, and now you realize, damn, she got me like a slave. That's how they are. All you men overseas who are listening to this, if you got relatives overseas and they thinking about dating an American woman, especially a Black American woman, they've been raised to be masculine. There's a reason why they got to go all the way overseas to get a man. It's different from men going overseas getting women. But when a woman got to go overseas, a good-looking woman got to go overseas, that's a problem. A man, the contractor, tell you about him. Thank you so much, the contractor, for coming through. Other than that, man, thank you guys. It's Uncle D, and as I always say, I'm out.